Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. It is right at 9 o'clock. We have the Orca B status conference calendar this morning at 9 and the 9 o'clock Orca E status conference calendar. For those of you that don't know, I'm Judge Eric Mora and will be presiding over these calendars this morning. For those of you that are defendants in cases, let me remind you that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. We have a number of cases on the calendar this morning, and if you are a defendant in a case this morning, you're going to have the right to, if you do not have an attorney, to utilize the services of a public defender if you qualify. We have public defenders on the line this morning who will take your applications, and if you do qualify, will represent you. We also have solicitors on the line this morning who are able to give you offers for you to resolve your cases today if you choose to do so. If you do not resolve the case today, you're going to have the opportunity to either have a bench trial, which will occur at some time in the very, very near future in front of me. You also have the right to have a jury trial. If you request a jury trial, your jury trial will be taking place in front of the division judge that the case is assigned to. So when I call your name, please let me know that you are here. I do have 3 people in the courtroom with me today. So when I call your names, if you'll stand up, just let me know that you're here. If you're on Zoom, please unmute yourself and let me know. If you have an attorney and if you don't have an attorney, we will see if you qualify for a public defender. Good morning, Mr. Lovett. How are you today?
I'm very well, Your Honor. Hope you are as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see if you would inform people how they can go about seeking your services if they desire to today.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I appreciate that. My name is John Lovett, ladies and gentlemen. I'm one of the defenders here one of the lawyers here in the Public Defender's Office. I will be assisting any of you that would like to apply for the public defender or have already been appointed for the public defender. If you look in the chat on the screen, you will find an email address. It's statecourtpd@fultoncountyga.gov. Again, that's in your chat. If you would like to make an application to be represented by the public defender, please email that address and ask for an application. After you fill it out, you will then email it back to that address and they will distribute it to me. If you have any questions, again, my name is John Lovett. Feel free to send me a chat over on the sidebar. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Lovett. Okay, all these cases have been on a calendar before, so this is at least the second time that they've been here. And as we go through them, if the state has any requests, please let me know as we go through the calendar if people are not here, okay? Good morning, Ms. Riley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ms. Githia and Ms. Marshall Story.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so Orca B status conference calendar. Let's begin with that calendar. Position number 1, Larry Cook. Is Mr. Cook present?
I do see Mr. Cook.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Good morning. Are you able to activate your camera, sir?
I'm trying to now. One moment.
And if there are any other defendants on the line at present, if you all will go ahead and, if you are able to activate your camera, go ahead and activate it for me. So when we get to you, you'll already be on the screen. Oh, there you go. Good morning, Mr. Cook. How are you?
Good morning. I don't see me. Can you see me?
Oh, I did see you, but yeah, I can't see you at the present time. We'll work on that. Oh, you can work on that, Mr. Cook. Oh, there you go. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I will need a public defender.
Okay, so if you'll go ahead and look in the chat and start that process for us, we can get that moving, okay?
All right.
All right, we'll get back to you. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 2, Tori Clark, that has been returned to Judge Roth. Position 3, Daryl Baldwin. Is Mr. Baldwin with us?
Your Honor, the state would ask for a bench warrant in that case.
Okay, bench warrant granted. Position 4, Tanija Snelling. Is Ms. Snelling present?
State would ask for the case to be dead docketed, Your Honor.
Dead docket granted. Position 5, Asia Robertson. Asia Robinson.
We would also ask for a dead docket.
Dead docket granted. Position 6, Mark Swain. Hey, good morning, Mr. Swain. How are you today? Good. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender?
I have an attorney,
Okay, what's your attorney's name?
Overton.
Does he know that you have a hearing this morning?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Tell me his full name. Okay, I'll give you a minute to get that together, Mr. Swain. I'll come back to you, okay? Position 7, Jaquarius Thomas.
We would ask for a dead docket, Your Honor.
Dead docket granted. Position 8, Kenneth Rigsby. Is Mr. Rigsby present? Ms. Ryman?
We would ask for a bench warrant, Your Honor.
These are all traffic charges, Ms. Riley. I'm reticent to grant a bench warrant on these. I'm going to dead docket those.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the Orca East, and that completes the Orca B status conference calendar. You got that information for me, Mr. Swain?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's his?
His name is Overton. Last name is Thierry.
Okay. And have you paid Mr. Theory?
Yes, I mean,
You've hired him?
We've been in communication. We talked last night to meet you.
Okay. So if you wouldn't mind going out and giving Mr. Theory a call to let him know that court started at 9 o'clock and that we're waiting on his announcement, okay? Thank you, sir. Okay, the Orca East status conference calendar. Again, all of these defendants have been here before. Position 1, Elmer Romero.
And Your Honor, if I could just perfect the record, I don't believe these cases have been before the court previously.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was told that they had.
These are cases that are here just to determine if they want a bench trial or a jury trial. We have not, these were sent to us, I believe, from the divisions. We have not arranged them or anything.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Riley.
You're welcome.
Elmer Romero. And just so you all know, the reset dates, if they are reset for another status conference calendar, that reset date will be June 29th at 9 o'clock. If cases are reset for a bench trial, those bench trials will occur on June 22nd at 1:30. Position number 2, Jessica Anyanwu. Position number 3, Deontia Jackson. Position 4, John Quivalan Cole. Position 5, Otis Alexander. Position 6, Xavier Lynn. Position 7, Courtney Simonton. Position 8, Tyler King. Position 9, Santana Reynolds.
Your Honor, Ms. Satana Reynolds successfully completed diversion.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And you all are going to be dead docketing that? I mean, I'm sorry, you all are going to be null processing that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 10, Mark Newsom. Position 11, Ricardo Phillips.
Hey, Your Honor.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Phillips. How are you?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Public defender.
Okay. If we'll have someone get you the paperwork for that, and we'll be back with you. Okay, sir? All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Lovett, we do have Mr. Phillips in the court with me this morning, who's seeking your assistance.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Perhaps when we get a chance, I could break out with him or get his phone number and call him.
Okay, very good. And if we can get his phone number also. Position 12, Brandon Mosley. Position 13, Kenneth Street. Position 14, Rhonda Smith. Position 15, Anthony Bullard. Anthony Bullard is also position 16 and position 17 and position 18 and 19 and 20. Position 21, Latoya Winslow.
Yes, I'm here. Good
Hi,
morning.
Good morning, Ms. Winslow. How are you today?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, ma'am. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to apply for the public defender today?
Yes, I have Attorney David Ghazi.
Okay. Does Mr. Ghazi know that you have court this morning?
Yes, they were trying to reschedule because he has a conflict of interest. He has other status conferences this morning.
All right. Do we have any indication that Ms. Ghazi has filed a conflict letter? Hold on for me, Ms. Winslow. We will we'll get back with you, okay?
Okay.
Position 22, Cesar Gonzalez. Position 23, Michael Selby. Position 24, Malcolm Pierce. Position 25, Ross Dixon. Position 26, Eric Wells. Position 27, Olushola. Position 28, Rashonda Butler. Position 29, Yvonne Rodriguez. Position 30, Abdul Yahaya. Yahaya. Position 31, James Lane. Position 32, Vincent Hudson. Position 33, Robert Patterson.
Stand up for me, please. You stand where you are. You stand where you are.
You're fine, Mr. Patterson. Good morning. How are you today?
Doing great.
Good. Mr. Patterson, I see that you have some paperwork there, so hold on for me. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Probably assistant on public.
Okay, we'll be happy to let you do that, sir. We'll get you the paperwork, and if you can also get his number for us, we'll have someone speak with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back with you. Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Position 34, Chancellor Bryant.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Bryant. Hope you're well.
I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender this morning?
I would say, well, I have a question. This case
Okay.
has been, as you see, going on or prolonged for 4 years now. So I'm not sure at the time if I was given a public defender, but if not, I would like to seek a private attorney. Not to mention, I reached out to the solicitor's office, I want to say a week or two ago. I am out of state. They told me there was a court date back in September of last year that I missed, that I had no notification of. So really, I'm at this point, I'm trying to understand what needs to be done and trying to get this taken care of, given that I'm out of state. I'm in North Carolina.
Well, we have a number of people that are out of state. You have been charged with a number of charges that the state is proceeding with. Okay, so your options today would be to seek the assistance of a public defender to help you with the case. If you want a jury trial on the case will be returned to the division judge and you'll get a jury trial. If you want a bench trial, then I'll hear that bench trial in the coming weeks. So I suggested you either seek the assistance of a public defender today to see if you qualify. Otherwise, you're going to have to make a determination as to what type of how you'd like the case to proceed. But I do understand that the case is from 2018, but the state is proceeding and not dismissing the case at this point.
I see.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So what would you choose to do, Mr. Bryant?
At this time, I'll choose to just seek a private attorney.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some time to get an attorney. I'm going to reset you for June 29th at 9 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
That should give you enough time to hire an attorney to represent you on these charges. And the next time you come, hopefully you'll be with your attorney and we'll move the case forward. Okay.
Okay. And one more question as well.
You're fine.
From that point that one is hired, given I'm assuming that I will have to find one that is in that area, will he have the ability to represent me, given that I won't have the ability to get to Atlanta?
You'll have to discuss that with your attorney, okay?
Okay, yeah, I was wondering because I noticed this one came out as a Zoom, so I didn't know if most of these are Zooms.
Right. Well, if you do if you don't resolve the case, let me say,
Mhm.
if you have a bench trial or a jury trial, you're going to have to be present
Okay.
here in Atlanta for those proceedings. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You have
Your
any
Honor,
questions?
I've also put my information in the chat. And Mr. Bryant, should you hire an attorney, please have that attorney contact me and we can discuss your case.
Okay.
If you look in the chat, you'll see my name is erica.marshall-story@fultoncountyga.gov.
Okay. I'll try to locate that information here. I'm using my cell phone. I actually have it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Marshall Story.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Any other questions, Mr. Bryant?
That should do it.
Okay. Once you get that information from Ms. Marshall Story, you're free to go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Position 35, Joseph Singleton. Position 36, Latrice Malik Jones. Position 37, Brandy Tyner.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Tyner. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see, do you have a private attorney or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
I attempted to seek the assistance of a public defender. Unfortunately, my income limits did not qualify me. I would like to speak to a solicitor about attempting to have a plea and resolve the case today, please.
Okay, we'll give you that opportunity to do that. Is this your case also, Ms. Marshall Story?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay, let me get to the end of the calendar, Ms. Tyner, and then we'll get back with you, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 38, Demetrius Jackson. Position 39, Rion Holt.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good, and you?
Good. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
No, I tried that, and me as well. My income limits did not qualify. I would like to speak with a solicitor to make a plea as well today.
Okay.
That would be my case, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Riley. So Ms. Holt is in the court with me. We'll get back with you, Ms. Holt, when we get to the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Joseph.
Position 40, Nefta Finley.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Finley.
Morning.
Let's see. Do you have a private attorney or have you sought the assistance of a public defender?
No, sir.
Would you like
my
to see?
My name is misspelled.
How do you spell your name for me?
Netfa.
Netfa. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll make that change. And again, would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Sure.
Okay. And do you understand how to go about doing that? It's in the chat. Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll get back with you.
Should I stay here?
Yes, you'll need to stay on with me, but you'll also need to go into the chat and get the information to the solicitor that they need. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Position 41, Alicia Jones. Good morning. Position 42, Christopher Owens. Good morning, Mr. Owens.
Good morning.
Let's see. Do you have a private attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm the attorney for Mr.
Yes.
Owens. Good morning, sir.
Mr. Green, good morning. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. What are we doing with Mr. Owens today?
I was able to speak with the solicitor yesterday and previously, and we have a plea that we want to do today, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
Your Honor, that paperwork has been submitted to the court.
Okay, thank you. All right, so when we get to the end of the calendar, and this is your case, Ms. Marshall Story?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay. When we get to the end of the calendar, we'll take that plea first, Mr. Green, okay?
Okay, and just for the court's information, I have another hearing that's proceeding simultaneously that was supposed to be at 8:30, but one of the attorneys postponed it. So I'm actually waiting to see when they're going to pull me in. Hopefully it won't conflict with the time you call me back, but I'll do the best to try to juggle between the two.
Thank you for letting us know, and I'll try to get to you as soon as possible, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Position 43, Jessica Harris. Position 44, Zachary Sindel. Position 45, Dredida Rambo, D-R-E-D-I-A, Rambo. Position 46, Susan Cookendall. Position 47, Daniel Freeman. Position 48, Juanita Hatchett, excuse me. Position 49, Ahmed Abdusmed, A-B-D-U-S-E-M-E-D. Position 50, Paul McCrory. Position 51 is Paul McCrory also. Position 52, Kiba Torre. Position 53, Beverly Wilkes. Is there anyone on the Zoom call who did not hear their name or whose name I did not call or who joined the hearing late? Okay, so why don't we do this? Mr. Lovett, who can you speak with first?
Your Honor, I was going to try and get in touch with Mr. Reynolds and Mr. Patterson, both of whom are in the courtroom. I'm sorry, beg your pardon, Mr. Phillips and Mr. Patterson, both of whom are in the courtroom.
Okay.
If we could maybe ask them to step out in the hallway, I will give them a call,
right.
or my colleague will.
Okay, we have one that's completing the application. So if you gentlemen, okay.
And Your Honor, just let me know who I can speak to.
Okay, so on the Orca B, good morning, Ms. Helen, how are you?
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good, good. Let's see. We had Mr. Cook. Have we mentioned Mr. Cook? He's position 1 on the Orca B status conference calendar. Mr. Cook, are you on the line?
Yes.
So why don't we put you into a breakout room with Mr. Cook, Ms. Helen?
Or he could just call. We can just exchange numbers. If he could send me his cell phone number in the chat, I'll just give him a call.
Okay.
And Mr. Cook asked for an application to be emailed to him. Mr. Cook, if you could send your email address in the chat so they can get you an application.
All right.
Your Honor,
Yes.
If we go back to position 1 on the Orca E status conference calendar.
Position Elmer Romero.
Yes, Your Honor, the state will be presenting a null pros. There is not a citation or a police report or an address for Mr. Romero. So I will be entering a null pros. I will send that to Ms. Strong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if you have a moment, could I address you about another case?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Lovett.
It's number 51 on my calendar. I think that our calendars are off by a number or two, but it's
Yes, Judge.
Ahmed Abu Smed, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, I apologize. I may
Okay.
have some information about that case, Your Honor. Could we please, could the court check with me before any action is taken on that case, Your Honor? I need to get some more information on it.
Okay, that's fine. The only action that's going to be taken on that case today, in any event, Mr. Levitt is placing it back on the calendar for 6/29.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to ensure that a bench warrant wasn't taken.
Okay, right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Let's see, are we ready for, I want to get the plea out of the way. And did you get the information you needed, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge. Well, number one, I just want to make sure, like Addie Lovett said, I have an Orca E status conference calendar, which has 54 positions. I just want to make sure I have the correct calendar. If not, can I be emailed the up-to-date Orca E status conference calendar?
Okay, the calendar that I have only has 53 people on it. So was there somebody, and I
Your
that might
Honor,
have been.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
there were.
Go ahead, Ms. Riley.
There are a few duplicates. So the 54, I believe we had a couple of cases that were on here multiple times, but it was the same case.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't think I missed anyone.
Did not.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I had the correct calendar and we were going
Oh,
on.
you're fine, Ms. Helen.
You're welcome.
Okay. So are we ready, Mr. Green, for the plea? And Ms. Marshall Story?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I believe we are, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Owens, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Marshall Story?
Thank you, Your Honor. In this matter, Your Honor, the state has agreed to provide a reckless driving charge in exchange for 12 months to serve 24 hours. I do believe that has been done. With credit for time served, the balance should be probated and the defendant should complete an alcohol drug evaluation and treatment if recommended, the DUI risk reduction program, a $1,000 fine, 40 hours of community service, and one victim impact panel. The state will agree to null process all remaining charges, and that reckless charge is on the docket, so it does not need to be added or amended.
Okay. Mr. Green?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Just for the court's information, this is a 2018 incident, and my client had no priors and has had no issues since then. And we just asked that once he completes the conditions, that the probation would be terminated, and also that it would be non-reporting in the interim.
The state has no objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Owens, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. While you're on probation, I'm going to waive the probation fees for you to help you get and stay on your feet. And when you complete the terms, it'll go, the probation will be terminated. Okay?
Yes. Got it.
Anything further on Mr. Owens this morning?
No.
Not from the state, Your Honor.
And not from the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. We will put in the chat, or if it's not already in there, how to get in touch with probation. If you'll go ahead and get in touch with probation, and we can get things started. All right. Have a good day, Mr. Owens and Mr. Green. Do we need anything further from Mr. Green and Mr. Owens? Okay.
I have no further business with the court today, Your Honor.
All right. You all have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You doing all right today? Good. Yes.
So Ms. Johnson made an error. The bench trial date is 6/29. The reset date is 6/22.
So tell me again.
6/29 is the bench trial.
6/29.
Is the bench trial.
Okay.
6/22 is the reset. She had an error.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. And I'll let everyone else know. For bench trials, the bench trial date is going to be June 29th at 1:30. For resets, that's going to be June 22nd at 9 o'clock. Let's see.
No, I believe I needed to go into a chat room with, she was on screen. There she is, Miss Tyner.
Okay. So if we can put Miss Tyner and Miss Marshall Story in a breakout room, please.
Thank you.
Your Honor, and let me know if there's someone else waiting to speak to a public defender other than Mr. Cook.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Winslow, are you on the line?
Yes.
Were you able to get in touch with Mr. Ghazi?
No, I spoke with his assistant, and he's not able to be present.
Okay, do we know if he filed a conflict letter? Oh, I'm sorry, we're talking about position 21. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Given that you're here, Ms. Winslow, I'm going to reset your case for June 22nd. Please let your counsel know that he was supposed to be here at 9 o'clock today, or we don't have a conflict letter from him. We don't have any indication that he's not going to be here today. Let him know that I'm giving him one opportunity to be here on June 22nd, and that the court expects him to be here at that time, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you for being here, Ms. Winslow. You'll get a notification also of the new court date. Do you have any questions for me this morning?
No.
Okay, we'll see you back in June, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Wills.
Yes.
We have Ms. Beverly Wills, position number 53 on the Orca status conference calendar. She disappeared.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Wilkes, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. Do you have a private attorney representing you, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes.
A public defender?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get you the paperwork to fill out, and we'll have someone speak with you, okay?
All right.
And do you have a phone with you?
Yes.
Okay, we'll need to get your information, okay?
All right.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, which position is that?
That's the last position, Beverly Wilkes. I'm not sure what position on your calendar she is.
No problem, thank you.
She is, let's see, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge.
She is seeking the assistance of a public defender today, so if you wouldn't mind speaking with her.
I can get her number in the chat or give her my number in the chat, whichever will work best for her.
Okay, we're getting her number now, so we'll get back. Thank you.
If there's anyone else that's waiting for PD to speak to, I can speak to them as well.
Let's see, Ms. Holt. Um,
Ms. Holt did not qualify, Your Honor, so I can speak with her to get,
Okay.
or put the recommendation on the record.
Okay, would you just like to put it on the record, Ms. Riley?
Sure, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Holt, if you'll come up to the podium for us, please.
Be careful with the door.
Okay, so good morning.
Good
again,
morning.
Ms. Holt. Madam Solicitor is going to give you what their recommendation is if you want to resolve the case today. If you don't want to take that recommendation, you have the option of having a bench trial in front of me, or you have the option of having a jury trial, and your case will be returned to the division judge for a jury trial, okay?
Okay.
So let's get the recommendation first, and then you can let the court know how you wish to proceed, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation is to a plea of guilty to 1 count of battery family violence, which would be 12 months on probation. She would attend a family violence intervention program and have no violent contact with the victim, Jeremiah Hester. And the balance would be suspended upon completion of the family violence intervention program.
I will plead guilty to that and take that.
Okay.
That is recommended.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll get you the paperwork to fill out, and we'll move forward from there.
Okay.
And Your Honor, give me just a few moments to fill out that paperwork and send it to Ms. Strong.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So me and him share a daughter. When we used to like communicate about dropping her off, because I live in Tennessee, Morristown. So when we used to like communicate, my baby father, my new baby father of my 1-year-old would take Riley to meet him like in Chattanooga. Is that still fine? Like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that,
So they are recommending no further violent contact. So you can have contact with Mr. Hester.
okay.
Okay. So you'll be able. And is your child with Mr. Hester?
No, we're going to be attending, but we haven't had any problems as such about Riley. But I mean, I will go to like child support court if needed, but we haven't had those problems to do that.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to communicate with them to resolve any issues that you have with the child. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions for
No,
me?
sir.
Okay. Have a seat, and we'll get you the paperwork when we have it. Okay.
Okay.
Ms. Marshall-Story, is there an announcement with Ms. Tyner?
Yes, Your Honor. I will allow Ms. Tyner to make that announcement to you.
Okay. Ms. Tyner?
Hello, Your Honor. Per our discussion, I would like to move forward with getting a private attorney, please.
Okay. Do you think that you could retain someone by June 22nd?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Ms. Tyner, is I'm going to reset you for June 22nd for this court, at which time you can have and if you will have, once you hire an attorney, Ms. Marshall-Story's contact information is already in the chat, so you can give that to whomever you hire to get in touch with Ms. Marshall-Story to move your case forward, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, so you'll get a notification of your next hearing date, and we'll see you back in June, okay?
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Let's see. Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge.
I don't know if anyone's spoken with position 40, Mr. Finley. Mr. Finley, have you spoken with anyone?
No.
Okay. Ms. Helen, would you mind speaking with Mr. Finley?
Sure. I've spoken to Mr. Cook. I'm going to also speak to Mr. Finling and Mr. Phillips. Was there a young woman waiting to speak? to me as well? In the court?
Yes, Ms. Wilkes, she's filling out the application as we speak.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And Your Honor, if you could perhaps sound for Mr. Patterson and Mr. Phillips again. I've been trying to reach them on the numbers provided, but no one's answering.
Okay.
Oh, Judge, I want to make sure, Mr. Lovett, are you talking about Mr. Ricardo Phillips?
I am, Ms. I'll talk with Mr. Phillips and
Okay.
Mr. Patterson.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
Okay. They're in the hallway right now. As soon as the
Okay.
deputy
keep
comes
calling
back.
them.
Okay. I'll make sure that she has that you have the correct numbers. All right. Is there anybody else on Zoom who is not or has not been dealt with as of yet? Okay.
Your Honor, there's an iPhone that is trying to get the court's attention.
Oh, yes, sir. Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
You got Mr. Phillips over here. You'll take the Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir. Tell me your name again. I'm sorry. On the iPhone here? In the plaid shirt, can you hear me? Yes, you.
Me?
Yes.
Kiba Ture.
Yes. Tell me your name again.
Kiba Ture. Mr. Ture. Kebba. Ture. Touray.
Spell the last name again for me.
Kiba. Kebba.
Yes, I remember calling his name.
Second to the last, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Toure, let's see. Do you have a private attorney representing you in this case?
No.
Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
No.
Okay, so if you don't, so what your options are going to be today, Mr. Toure, is that if you don't want, I believe you're just joining us, so let me first tell you that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present to represent you in this matter. You have been charged with battery family violence. The court has offered to see if you would like to seek the assistance of a public defender. It's my understanding that you have declined that offer this morning. As such, you have the right to represent yourself. If you'd like to speak with the solicitor to get the offer on how to resolve the case today, I'm happy to let you do that. If you want a bench trial on this matter, that'll be rescheduled for sometime in the very near future in front of me. If you want a jury trial, your case will be returned to the division judge for that. What would you like to do this morning, Mr. Toure?
I think I need attorney.
Okay. Do you want to seek the assistance of the public defender to see if you qualify?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will do that. In the chat, it will tell you how to go about doing that. Do we have any public defenders that are available at the present time?
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't appear so. So, Mr. Toure, go into the chat, and if you'll begin the process of filling out the application to see if you qualify, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And I did send a message to Mr. Nefta Finley to send his cell phone number and email address so that I can send him an application.
Okay, did you get that, Mr. Finley?
No, where do I find that at?
Are you on your cell phone?
Yes, you text me?
No, if you could just give me your cell phone number here in the chat or just speak it, I can give you a call.
404
Yes,
707
yes.
4941.
Okay, I'll give you a call, okay?
All right, do I leave this meeting now? Or I still-
If you're using your cell phone, yes, you won't be able to conduct the phone call and the Zoom at the same time. So.
All right. All right, thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Ms. Holt, the one that just did the plea, she's in another state. I heard y'all do 12 months of probation. Is she gonna be like phoning reporting or something?
I don't know if I do believe that they are reporting by phone now.
Gotcha.
And if she is in another state, there can be a request that it transfer.
Okay.
So she can deal with probation on those issues. Morning, Mr. Theory. How are you today? Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you today?
Fine, how about yourself?
I'm doing well. You're representing Mr. Swain.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had the opportunity to speak with the solicitor regarding this matter?
I've been speaking to Kate Alexander and Judge Ross' courtroom.
Okay.
And so she notified me yesterday that he had a hearing today for Your Honor.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to speak to the solicitor.
Would you like that opportunity this morning?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what we're trying to do is that this calendar has been established so that we can help the division judges with some of the backlogs that they have because of the pandemic. So there might be a change in circumstance for your client. All right. So Mr. Thierry is in court. Who can I have speak with him? Is this your case, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor, that is my case. That is on the Orca B status conference. Yes.
Yes, position number 6, Mr. Swain.
Yes, I have that calendar, Your Honor.
Okay. So would you like to communicate over the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
How would you on Zoom and we can go on the chat perhaps?
So why don't I just have you call Ms. Riley?
Okay.
All right. Can you put your number in the chat, Ms. Riley, so that I can have him, or do you want to call him? Which would you all prefer to do?
I can give him a call, Your Honor.
Okay. You want to give me your number so she can call you?
Mr. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So it'll be in the chat, Ms. Riley.
Thank you.
Approach?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, you can just give it.
Sorry. Thank you.
She'll put it in the chat. So if you all go outside and she's going to give you a call, okay?
Thank you.
All right, let us know when you're ready.
Okay.
Ms. Wilkes. Can you let them know Ms. Wilkes is done with her application? Yeah, you feel all right.
Yes.
Come on, ahead.
And Judge, I'm ready to speak to Mr. Kiba Torre, if he's ready, if he could send me his cell phone number in the chat.
Okay, did you hear that, Mr. Toure?
Hey, Mr. Torre, can you hear me? Go ahead and either speak your cell phone number over the chat or send it in the chat for me, okay? Can you hear me? But I can't hear you. You're muted. Can someone help Mr. Torre unmute?
He was able to unmute a little while ago. Whatever you did, there you go, Mr. Torrey.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mr. Torrey, can you give me your cell phone number?
347 981 6282.
Okay, I'll give you a call, okay?
All right. Mr. Anna. Mr. Anna. So
Yes.
We done?
No. So are you on your phone?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to have to get off your phone so that you can take the phone call from Miss Helen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So she's gonna call you right now. So so answer her call and expect her call. Okay.
Okay. So then after that, they come back, join the meeting.
Yes, you're gonna have to rejoin the meeting once you finish talking with her. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mr. John.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right.
Mr. Lovett, is there an announcement?
Good morning again, Your Honor. Yes, I've spoken with both Mr. Phillips and Mr. Patterson. I'm awaiting offers from the state. I can tell you that I think that Mr. Phillips is probably going to be requesting a jury trial, but I want to go through the, I want to hear the state's offer and convey that to him before we put that on the record.
Okay. I'm not sure which solicitor has those cases, position number 11 and position number 33 on the Orca East status conference calendar.
Your Honor, I may have 33. Let me take a look.
It's a simple battery, Mr. Patterson, Robert Patterson.
Okay, yes, I do have position number 33. Did you want to go into a breakout room?
However you'd like to do it, Ms. Marshall-Story, whatever you're doing these days.
Okay, that's fine. May we have a breakout room, please?
And before you go, Your Honor, I have position 11, Ricardo Phillips.
Okay, do y'all all want to go into the breakout room together?
Well, I also need to call Mr. Theory, so.
Oh, okay. So why don't you call Mr. Theory?
Yes.
And Mr. Lovett and Ms. Marshall-Story will go into the breakout room.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a good ringmaster, Your Honor.
Well, some days are better than others. All right, Mr. Ahmed, I see you have joined us on the line, sir. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, sir. Pronounce your last name for me, please.
Abdusamed.
Abdusamed. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let's see. Do you have a private attorney representing you?
No, I was given an attorney.
You were getting an attorney?
No, I was given an attorney by the court.
Okay, so would,
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I believe this was the case that Mr. Lovett said that he had more information for.
Oh, okay.
But
All
he's
right.
in the breakout room with Ms. Marshall-Story.
Thank you, Ms. Riley.
You're welcome.
Hang on for me, sir, okay?
Yes, sir.
And that will be my case, Your Honor, once Mr. Lovett returns.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I do have counsel. Her name is Clarissa St. Flex. She said when I do get on video chat, she said that I need to be in Judge Eddie's courtroom. She said that's where she will be located, and she said that's where my case is.
Okay, well, your case is here today.
Okay.
So you need to let if you do have counsel, you need to let her know that your case.
She's a public defender. She said she would be there.
Okay, all right. What is her name?
Clarissa St. Flex.
Saint Flex?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hang on for me. All right.
Yes, sir. Say it one more time, you said, Your Honor?
No. Just hang on for me. So our public defenders are in with other people right now. I'm going to speak with them regarding what you've just told me, and we'll see if we can move your case forward, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you just sit tight for me.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lovett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before you go, we do have position number 49, Mr. Abdusamed on the line. You said that you had some information about that case. He also tells me that he's been represented by public defender, Ms. St. Flex.
That is correct, Your Honor. I know nothing about the case. I just sort of had a special pin in it and wanted to do anything we could to make sure we didn't have a bench warrant be issued on that matter. It really kind of concludes the knowledge that I have of that case, that we represent him in another case. And he would certainly qualify for our representation in this case, should he want it.
Okay, well, would you please, I'm going to reset him.
Okay.
But would you please explain to Ms. St. Flex, she seems to be under the impression that because this was with the division judge, that it should be there and not on this Orca calendar. But the division judges have given us these cases to handle. So if she's representing Mr. Abdusamed, she's going to need to tell me what her intentions are going to be regarding this, regarding these charges, so that if they get resolved, they'll get resolved here at the Orca calendar. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to explain that.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So Mr. Abdusamed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset your case for June 22nd. We will let Ms. St. Flex know that the case is reset for that time, and we'll see if we can move your case forward on June 22nd, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have any other questions for
No,
me
sir.
this morning? Okay.
No, sir. You said, can I write the date one more time, Your Honor?
You can, and you're gonna get a notice, but go ahead and take the date down. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay, it's gonna be June 22nd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Okay? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
We'll see you back then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Levitt, do you need to speak again with, I guess, is it Mr. Phillips or Mr. Patterson?
I do need to speak to Mr. Phillips, but not until I've spoken with the state about him.
Okay.
I'm just about to call Mr. Patterson right now, Your Honor. If he's in the courtroom,
Okay.
if he could maybe step outside, but I think he's already outside.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be on recess until someone comes back with an announcement.
Your Honor, very quickly, on position number 4, I previously submitted a null pros. Just wanted to make sure that you received that.
Is that position 4 on the E calendar?
That's position 4 on this E status conference calendar, yes.
Okay. Okay, I've signed it. Thank you, Ms. Marshall.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. Can the ASG for position 1, Larry Cook, send me the offer in the chat, please? Thank you.
County Sheriff's Office for the housing of up to 500.
I'm sorry, what was that request that was just made?
For position 1, does the state have an offer for Larry Cook?
I believe that is Miss Riley's position.
It is, yes.
Okay.
Give me just a moment. I was speaking with Attorney Fury, so
I got
I'm
you.
sending that to you now, Miss Helen.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Riley.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Theory was just telling me that you all have negotiated the matter and that that he's to do community service.
Community service and a theft class, Your Honor, and as long as they give me proof before June 22nd, yes, the state will dismiss the case. So if we can reset the case until June 22nd.
Okay, that'll be fine. So this is case number 6. Will be reset for June 22nd to show proof of what Ms. Riley's just said. Okay, Mr.
Sure.
Theory?
Okay. Oh, I thought you were asking me 40 hours community service and a theft class.
The theft class. That's your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll reset it for June 22nd. And if you get that back to Ms. Riley before that time, we'll be in communication and you don't have to show up. As long as you get that to her before. You will have to show up if you haven't gotten it to her by that time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Same to you, sir.
Thank you.
And I apologize for my tardiness.
No worries. I'm glad that you made it. Thank you. And have we gotten that paperwork together, Ms. Riley, for position 39?
I apologize, Your Honor. I got distracted with speaking with Mr. Theory. Give me just a
Okay.
moment. I have one of them done. I need to finish the other.
Okay, that's fine. Just let me know when you're ready,
Thank you.
or when you've done that. Thank you.
Thank you. Will do.
Thank you. Is there an update, Ms. Riley? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I've sent the paperwork.
And Mr. Lovett, is there an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have an announcement on Mr. Patterson, who I believe is number 33, at least on my calendar.
Okay.
He would request a jury trial at this time, Your Honor. If we could, I don't know if a formal entry's been made, but if we could show an entry of not guilty or a plea of not guilty and have him placed on the trial calendar, Your Honor.
All right. Will your office be representing him?
We will, Your Honor. I'm not sure who in my office will be, but we will be representing.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We'll need to get some paperwork. We'll need to get his email address, and we will do a status. I mean, a status conference calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And are you free now, Mr. Lovett, to speak with someone else?
I certainly am, Your Honor.
Okay, position 53, Ms. Wilkes is in court and waiting to speak with the public defender.
I'd be happy to speak with her. If she would like to speak out, step out in the hallway. If she could provide her phone number, please, Your Honor, in the chat, or if someone could put that in the chat for me.
It's in the chat.
It already is in the chat. I see it now, Your Honor. I apologize.
And Mr. Lovett, I also have Ms. Wilkes' case, so we can discuss both Mr. Phillips and Ms. Wilkes at the same time, if that's okay.
Okay, could we do that, a breakout room now, perhaps?
Okay.
What, did you want to talk to Ms. Wilkes first?
I'd rather talk to you first, to be honest, so I can convey the offer.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Lovett and Ms. Riley in a breakout
We need to
room.
circle out.
Please.
Well, do this too.
Yep. Don't sign it.
Thank you. She can have a seat. It's going to be a minute.
Amount for Mr. Baldwin, he's gonna have anything in his file for the bench warrant. And then the amount one put up there.
And Your Honor, I'm ready on position 1, Larry Cook. It will be a negotiated plea today.
Okay. And have you gotten, tell me the position again?
It's position 1, Larry Cook on the Orca B status conference calendar.
Okay, and have you gotten him the paperwork, Ms. Helen?
I have the paperwork. I'll be submitting that for Mr. Cook. Should I submit it to Ms. Riley or to Ms. Bryant James?
Ms. Beverly.
Oh, Ms. Beverly. Okay.
Johnson,
Okay,
yes.
Ms. Johnson. Okay. And I'll be turning that paperwork into Ms. Johnson, and I'll include Ms. Riley on the email as well.
Okay, thank you.
Should we put the recommendation?
Well, no, let's just do it all at one time since it's going to be a guilty plea. So. Ms. Riley, let's see. Are we ready to proceed with Ms. Holt's guilty plea?
Okay.
I have the paperwork.
Yes, John, give me one moment to pull her case up.
This, the last sentence there does not have a checkbox on there.
Do you understand that you're not a United States citizen? Can she just write it?
Yeah, let me make sure that there's nothing else. Ms. Riley.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you do me a favor and look at Ms. Holt's guilty plea? At the bottom of the last, I just want to make sure that the last that I have on here is, do you understand that if you are not a U.S. citizen?
Yes, that is the last sentence I have as well.
Okay, and mine does not have yes, check yes or no. Does yours?
Mine does not either.
Okay, so I'm just going to have her write in yes, if that's
Okay,
what.
thank you.
If you understands. If you'll come back up, Ms. Holt. And just have her answer the last question for me.
Last question. You either write yes or no.
Thank you.
Thank you. So are we ready, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Holt, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would show, if this were to proceed to trial, that on April 10th of 2020 in Fulton County, Ms. Holt hit Mr. Jeremiah Hester in the face with a closed fist and cut him on the right cheek with her fingernail. The state is proceeding only on one count of battery family violence, to which Ms. Holt is pleading guilty to 12 months on probation. She is to complete a family violence intervention program at her own cost, and she is to have no violent contact with the victim, Jeremiah Hester, and the state has no objection to probation terminating upon completion of the family violence intervention program, and no, of course, further violent or harassing contact.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Holt?
Yes, sir.
And that's what you'd like to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
I have a quick question. So with the family intervention program, will that take place in Tennessee where I live, or will it be in Georgia?
You, I believe you can speak more on that issue with probation.
Okay.
I believe that's a course that you can take online at the present time.
Okay.
And it is a course that you're going to have to pay for, and it takes, I think, about 6 months.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Before we proceed? Okay. And you will get me do we need to get a non-pros on the other charge, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe I just sent that to me.
Oh, yes, you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Ms. Holt, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to one count of battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the
No,
present
sir.
time? You've represented yourself in this matter. Do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial in this matter, and that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a jury trial?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
And you've had the opportunity to go through the police statement, and you've answered all of those questions accurately and honestly?
Yes, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Holt, I'm going to waive the probation fees for you while you're on probation, because that other course cost. So you won't have to pay the probation fees. And as soon as you complete the terms of the probation, it's going to terminate, okay?
Okay.
So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation any longer.
Okay.
We are going to give you information for the probation department so that you can get in touch with them and so that you can start this, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. So if you'll just have a seat, and we will get you the information for the, and once you get that, you're free to go, Ms. Holt.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lovett, any announcements?
I do, Your Honor. If we could go to Ms. Wilkes' case, I believe that's the last case on the calendar.
Okay.
We will be entering an entry of appearance on behalf of Ms. Wilkes, Your Honor. The state has offered that if Ms. Wilkes takes one parenting class between now and June 22nd, they will be null processing the case, and Ms. Wilkes would like to avail herself of that very reasonable offer, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So we will reset until June 22nd.
And of course, Your Honor, if it is completed, Mr. Lovett can email that to me prior to June 22nd. I will go ahead and present the null process to Ms. Strong so it can be taken off of the calendar.
Okay, thank you, Ms.
Thank you, Ms. Riley.
You're welcome.
Ms. Wilkes, so you understand that you'll be taking one parenting class. Is that your understanding?
Yeah.
All right, so good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Okay, Mr. Levitt.
Thank you, Your
Who's
Honor.
next? You're welcome. Who's next?
Your Honor, the only case of mine that I believe remaining is Mr. Phillips, who's at the courthouse. I've spoken with Miss Riley about his case, but I've been unable to reach him on the phone a second time to convey that.
Okay, is Mr. Phillips in the court? Okay, so if you'll step out, counsel wants to call you. Do you have your phone? Oh, okay, thank you. We appreciate it. So he's borrowing someone's phone, Mr. Levitt. Do you have that number? It's the same number I'm being told.
Yes, I do. I do then, Your Honor.
Okay, so
Thank you.
he's stepping into the hallway right now.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I'll be right back with the court.
Thank you. So we're still waiting on Miss Helen. So we'll be in recess until Mr. Oh, there you go, Miss Helen.
Just waiting. I'm all set with Mr. Cook's paperwork. We're just ready to take the plea for position 1, Mr. Cook.
If I could review the paperwork before we do the plea.
Sure. Let me go ahead and email it. I just scanned it. Let me email it to you first.
Thank you.
Okay, and while you're there, Miss Helen, have you spoken with position 40, Mr. Finley?
I am waiting on applications from Mr. Finley and Mr. Torre. I may need help from the court getting Mr. Torre the application. He is stating he's not able to receive it. I've emailed him twice, so I may need help from the court trying to get him an application.
Okay, and he's position 52. So Mr. Finley, Mr. Torre.
And I believe those were the only cases that I was waiting on.
Okay, I think those are the only remaining cases that I've got. Position 11, Mr. Phillips, who is being talked with right now. Position 40, Mr. Finley. Position 52, Mr. Kiba, and then position 1, Mr. Cook. So I think that those are the 4 that we have left. So we'll take up Mr. Cook next as soon as Mr. Riley reviews the paperwork.
Where you go?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Your Honor, two gentlemen, Mr. Was that the same person or they different? They haven't come back on Zoom yet.
Right, position 40 and position 52. So I think what I'm going to do on 40 and 52 is that I'm going to reset them for 6/22 and have them get in touch with Ms. Helen.
Or if they can't, put them in a breakout room. They've talked to them about the application before, but they haven't come back on, so.
Okay.
I mean, we've helped in that regard if they couldn't get easy to do able to let them go on the breakout room, and they're able to give their income and whatever and answer those questions, but they haven't come back on.
Okay.
And there's nobody in the waiting room.
Mr. Levitt,
Yes, Your Honor.
is there an announcement on Mr. Phillips?
There is indeed, Your Honor. I believe he's position 11 on your calendar. I've spoken with him. I've conveyed the state's offer to him. At this time, we'd be requesting a jury trial, Your Honor.
Okay. So let's get his information, and we'll send you over the request for a jury trial with a case management order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lovett, if I could just interject to say that the plea recommendation that was given was for the Orca calendar, so it may change once it is back in the division.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. I understand, but I appreciate the reminder.
No problem.
Did you want to put that on the record, Ms. Riley?
No, Your Honor, unless,
okay.
Yeah. Mr.
Okay,
Lovett,
that's fine.
Okay.
And have you been able to review that paperwork on Mr. Cook? Excuse me, Ms. Riley?
I have not received it yet.
I have not either.
Ms. Helen?
I'm about to email it right now, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Just let me know if you've received that for Ms. Johnson as well as Ms. Riley. For Mr. Larry Cook's, his plea paperwork.
Yes, will do.
Just received.
And we may either have to reset Mr. Caba Torre so that he can come in person and fill out an application. I've got some return sender for the email address he sent.
Do you have both Mr. Finley and Mr. Kiba's contact information?
I do.
Okay, it's my understanding that they have fallen off of the Zoom call and have not come back on.
Well, I think we were talking on their cell phones and they were using their cell phones to log into the meeting. And I think they're either filling out the application either by cell phone and then trying to email it back to me.
Okay, so what I was suggesting was that, given that we're having some difficulty, if you would like for me to reset them until June 22nd so that you can get that paperwork and have time to look over it, so the next time they come, you know whether they qualify or not. Would that work for you, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Your Honor. Would you like me to just announce it in court or give him a call right now? For Mr.
Well, they're not on the line, so would you mind calling at the end of the court session to just to follow through for us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, Jenny. I'm good. What's up?
Ms. Helen, and reviewing the paperwork, I do not see the anger management.
I apologize.
No problem.
Let's see.
What's wrong?
The 1 a.m. Could you write 1 a.m. on the paperwork?
And the state has no objection to Madam Clerk adding that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did they sign this for this? I don't know why it looks like this. Okay. It said something about add up one anger management, I believe.
Okay.
I just asked you that.
So, Ms. Riley, are you Are you going to sign the plea and verdict form? Send it over?
Yes, Your Honor, give me just one moment. Well, let's see.
And do you also?
It is a PDF. Let me see if I can sign it. I should be able to.
And Judge, I just want to make sure I get the correct reset date. That was June 22nd at 9 a.m.
Yes, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
No, those are just gonna, it's my understanding. Yes.
Casey. Just send it to you. The one that Denise signed.
Thank you. Okay, and you wanted me to add how much community service, Ms. Riley?
Your Honor, it was the anger management class,
Okay.
and the state has no objection.
All right, let's see, Ms. Helen, whenever you're ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would expect the evidence to show if this proceeded to trial that on December 10th of 2017, Mr. Cook was in Fulton County at the Econo Lodge in Union City, where he was with a ex-girlfriend, Mariah Riviera. And after a discussion, he became upset and they began to argue. And he pushed her several times, as well as punched her and placed her in a chokehold or a headlock, and punched her several times in the mouth. And there were observations of blood from her mouth. The state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 2 days with credit for time already served. The balance on probation is to complete 1 anger management session, to have no contact with Mariah Riviera, and to stay away from the Econo Lodge at 7410 Oakley Road in Union City.
I just want to make sure that I understand the plea. It's time served with the condition of 1 anger management, no contact with Maria Riviera, stay away from the Econo Lodge. I just want to make sure that the plea represents the correct time, because sometimes if the jail doesn't see that, it'll make it seem as if the person needs to turn themselves in. So as long as that can just say serve 2 days and then credit for time served 2 days. But Judge, we would just ask if the probation fees be waived, and that after he completes that condition of a 1 anger management, could it be suspended?
The state would have an objection to suspension of the probation due to the severity of the offense. We would ask that he remain on probation with no early termination.
I understand, Judge. The case is from 2017, but he has not had any contact 5 years with Miss Riviera or that location with the Econo Lodge. So he understands to stay away from that individual, as well as that he cannot go back to that Econo Lodge either.
Okay. I think a non-reporting, so he'll still be on probation, but he will report once he completes the terms. Okay.
Did you hear that, Mr. Cook? It'll be reporting.
Reporting probation.
Did you hear that?
I said it would be non-reporting once he completes the terms.
Okay. So once you complete that anger management, it'll go non-reporting, but you do have to report.
He'll be on probation.
You have to report once you complete the condition, it'll go non-reporting.
I can't do no more probation. I mean, especially with the details of this case being thrown as far as.
So Mr. Cook, you can call me, we can talk, but I don't want you to put any information on the record, okay? Because it'll be held against you. So we can talk really quickly.
What was reported didn't happen. So it's hard to accept the probation plea on the, context of the.
Well, if it didn't happen, Your Honor.
Right, if it didn't happen, he won't be able to.
So do you want a bench trial or you want a jury trial, Ms. Helen?
A jury trial. We are requesting a jury trial for Mr. Larry Cook.
Okay, so.
And Your Honor, I'm sorry, I will also place on the record that recommendation was only good for today. I did tell Ms. Helen that, so that is will no longer be the state's offer.
Understood.
All right, so Mr. Cook, this case is going to be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of when your jury trial or next hearing date is going to be. Let's see, before you leave, could you put your email address in the chat for us? Do we need that?
It's in there.
It's already in there? Okay.
Yeah.
So Ms. Helen, we're going to get your case management order and request for a jury trial, okay?
Understood.
All right, so if we have the information from Mr. Cook, then then I think that he's free to leave this morning. You need it for anything further, Ms. Helen?
Well, Judge, just for that jury trial document, what would be easiest for it to be sent to me and I sign it and then send it to Mr. Cook, or I can sign it for myself as well as Mr. Cook requesting the jury trial? Is that would be easiest?
Yes, probably so.
Yes.
If you will sign with his express permission, since you're going to be representing him.
Correct. Okay.
Is that fine with you?
That's fine with me, Judge. Mr. Cook, just give me a call afterwards, okay?
All right, around what time?
Honestly, just text me as soon as you get off the link, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, and I think, Ms. Helen, we have Mr. Kiba. I believe that's Mr. Kiba that's back on the line. Do you want to explain to him what we decided to do in his case?
Yes, Judge. Give me 1 second. I just want to pull all the information up. Mr. Kiba, can you unmute yourself?
It's the same thing you did the last 2 times, Mr. Kiba.
Mr. Torre, can you, okay.
Oh, is this Mr. Torre or Mr.?
It's Kiba Torre.
Oh, okay. All right.
Judge, yeah, I can just give him a direct call.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine. That's fine. I just thought that since he was on here.
And that's for both cases. I already spoke to Mr. Finley. He actually was trying to fill out the application via phone, and I told him that it's not gonna go best with that. So he would like to reset that, fill out the application.
So let me see, Mr. Torre, can you hear me? As long as you can hear me, okay? You can hear me? All right, so what we're gonna do, Mr. Torre, is we're gonna reset your case for 6/22, and Ms. Helen's gonna call you and help you with the application. So when you come back on 6/22, hopefully all that'll be in place, and if you qualify, we'll move forward, okay? Wow, now he's gone.
Okay. I will follow up.
I think he understood that, Ms. Helen. I think I got enough out.
And I'm gonna ask Mr. Torre to come in person so that if he needs help with the application, it can be in person and helped, so.
Okay, well, very good. And if he can do it beforehand, that would even be better.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I think we've taken care of everyone. Everyone in the courtroom is gone, and I don't think we have any. Do we have anyone else on the line that we need to take care of this morning? Mr. Torre?
Yes.
All right, did you hear what I said about coming back on June 22nd?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so you and Miss Helen work it out before that time, and we'll see you back on the 22nd, okay?
All right, no problem. Thank you.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
And Your Honor, I believe I was in a breakout room or speaking with someone. What happened with Mr. Ahmed Abzamed?
He has been reset, and we're going to go over the calendars on this, Ms. Riley, but he's going to be reset, and Mr. Levitt is going to get in touch with his public defender and inform her to be here in this court next time.
Okay.
Right, Mr. Levitt?
Yes, Your Honor.
That was our understanding. Okay. All right, so if you all are ready, and we can go over the calendars. Ms. Johnson, do you want to go over the Orca B calendar, or?
For the Orca B, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, for the Orca B status conference calendar, jury trial for position 1. Position 2 is transferred back to the division. Position 3 was a bench warrant. Position 4 was a dead docket. Position 5 was a dead docket. Position 6 was reset to 6/22 to show proof. Position 7 was a dead docket, and position 8 was a dead docket.
And, okay, Ms. Strong, do you want me to go over this? Would that be, or do you want to do it?
No.
I know you've had a lot on your plate this morning, so. So you want to make sure that I'm correct. All right, so position 1 was a null pros. Position 2, reset, and all the resets are 6/22. Position 3, reset. Position 4, null pros. Position 5, reset. Position 6, reset. Position 7, reset. Position 8, reset. Position 9, null plot pros, completed diversion. Position 10, reset. Position 11, jury trial. Position 12, reset. Position 13, reset. Position 14, reset. 15, 16, and 17, reset. 18, 19, and 20, reset. 22, reset.
What was 21?
21 was reset. 22 reset, 23 reset, 24 reset, 25 reset, 26 reset, 27 reset, 28 reset, 29 reset, 30 reset, 31 reset, 32 reset, 33 jury trial, 34 I have reset for, say it again.
622.
Okay. Reset, 35 reset, 36 reset, 37 reset to get an attorney, 38 reset, 39 plea, 40 reset, 41 reset, 42 a plea, 43 reset, 44 reset, 45 reset, 46 reset, 47 reset, 48 reset, 49 reset for Ms. St. Flex to be here, 50 reset, 51 reset, 52 reset, and 53 reset. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, Ms. Riley?
Well, Your Honor, I think the question may be more so for Ms. James than for the court. Ms. James, with these cases being reset, will we also have new cases from the other list that you gave us that will be on 622 as well?
Not on 622.
Thank you.
They will be new cases.
Well, I guess I'm trying to understand. So we have all of these that are reset to 622 from today. We are adding more cases that you've sent it? No. Okay.
Not on 622.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that would be all.
All right. Well, thank you all. I appreciate it. And I will see you next Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good rest of the week.
You too.